Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early August 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get it going immediately. We're going to get right down to business and start you off with an oracle card. So let's shuffle it up one time for the beautiful Pisceans out there. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. And I hope you're all doing well. I really do. And yes, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always super interesting. But let's get this first card going here. What's up for the Pisceans, please? What's up for my Pisces people? There we go. All right, this is extremely spiritual and energetically tapped in here. This is similar to the Hierophant in a way, but out of all the oracle cards, this one has the most spirituality archetypes to it. So we'll talk about it, Pisces. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on social media, my handle on all platforms is @KyleofCups, so please feel free to hit me up on the social media of your choice. Everything except Facebook. Into the reading we go. Enough of the plugs. If you look at this card, notice there's a person blindfolded. They're touching all these different spiritual emblems. Not one reigns supreme. They're all on equal footing. So when I see the different emblems here, all the different spiritualities, and the person blinding themselves from the material world, this is telling me a few different things. In this time, you could have a vast interest in these spiritual topics, doing spiritual research, having spiritual experiences, going on your spiritual journeys, right? And spiritual evolution happens in a lot of different ways. But another thing I'd like to say with this card is your empathy could be extra jacked up in this time. So just know you could be feeling lots of energies from your surroundings. The seen, the unseen, other people, areas you're in, you could be picking up and feeding off of other energies in this time when we have such a spiritual card. Now, nothing wrong with that, but you might want to protect yourself, right? Cleanse, all that stuff. We're going to get into tarot. As I always say, that first card, it's just a little footnote. It doesn't make or break the reading. Let's shuffle this up. We'll get you your 3 in the up right here. What do we got for the Pisceans, my guides? Before we get all these juicy messages. So last week's reading was pretty positive, which was nice. It was titled Big Win Incoming. So hopefully something's been improving for you. You know these energies are always going back and forth. Nothing's fluid in these readings, so you only take it how it hits for you. But last week's reading was super optimistic, so hopefully some good things happen for you. But let's see what we have this week. As I say every week, this could be your energy or people in your sphere of influence. What do we got? Okay, we do have action starting this off here. We have the Fool card in the front. Okay, you might be in the very early stages of something or wanting to start a journey. Let's get 2 more. All right, 4 of Pentacles. This could be some sort of delay. I don't think it's anything treacherous. We're just going to have to see what this is about with the 4 of Pentacles in the center. Let's get 1 more. What do we got for Pisces? What do we got? Thank you. All right, we do have the 5 of Cups here on the back end. So this could be a little bit of pain. It could be a little bit of sadness. We'll talk about it, Pisces. Once again, this seems like we have a mixed bag, and I say it all the time with Pisces readings. There's a lot of archetypes, a lot of possible situations, so only take it how it hits for you. But real quick, let's get these classical meanings out of the way before we get the intuitive stuff. Position number 1, we have the Fool card. So, interestingly, we have a very joyous card on one end, we have a very sad card on the other. So I would beware in this time of any like emotional roller coasters, backs and forths, happy, sad, you know, feeling motivated, feeling drained. There could be a lot of back and forths in this time. But with the Fool card, it could represent an Aries. Maybe your birthday is close to Aries season. When I see this card, I think of someone at the beginning of a journey, starting something. This is a big action type of card, like just kicking the wheels on something. There are always cautions with this card. Aside from the jovial playfulness, it's a warning against spontaneity. Watch your first step. Make sure you have proper plans in place. So we're really going to want to clarify it. It is action in general. Now, we catch our first road bump here because we have the 4 of Pentacles in the center. This is the complete opposite energy to this Fool card. So some of you might be experiencing delays, little bumps in the road, like I've been saying, or things that are like impeding your progress, so to speak. When the 4 of Pentacles shows up, it could be possible money issues. You might need to tighten the wallet a little bit when this card shows up. It's very restrictive. Okay, so hopefully none of you are feeling trapped in this time or something's just stopping your progress. But watch out for yucky work situations, monetary situations. In the worst case, this card could represent somebody who's very possessive. This could represent somebody who is very jealous as well. Okay, like it could even be grudgy. So we're just gonna have to see what that's about. Okay, but moving to the back end, we have the Five of Cups, the River of Tears card. This is a common card. It shows up in a lot of readings, similar to the Three of Swords in a way. There's good archetypes with every card. There's rough archetypes with others. But when we see this card, we think of someone who's upset, crying, tears, okay? So whether that's something very, very minor, like anxiety, stress, nervousness, or something extremely major, this could be somebody that's really going through one, really hurting. And like I said, I just want to reaffirm this. We have this big card of movement in the beginning, happy, joyous with the Fool, then the sadness. So watch out for these big swings. We might have some warnings in here. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. And let's get a good shuffle for the Pisces collective, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Pisces? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on this Fool card? And as always, if you know how to read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to deliver to Pisces from this spread, you could just drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. So why is the Fool here for the Pisceans, please? Quick. Nine of Swords. Something might have went like really, really fast. This is giving me Tower type of energy. We have the Nine of Swords in the upright underneath this Fool card, and it's giving me that like shocking fast. Something may have happened like way quicker than you'd expected it to. Now, the Nine of Swords could also be stress and nervousness, just somebody being on edge. So that could reign true as well. Specifically, if you're dealing with an Aries, this person could be very much on edge. But with the action of the Fool and the Nine of Swords, this is giving me Tower types of feelings. So like something that might have been shocking, something that happened very suddenly, very quickly. Okay, so whether it was a situation or an issue, I'm catching something coming in quick, powerful, fast. So sometimes that could be good. A lot of times it could be rough. You just have to use your own discernment. Okay, but once again, this is that complete opposite energy we were picking up. I would expect some possible shocking things to pop up in this time. Okay, and that does happen from time to time in life, but it's showing up here in the cards. Okay, we're going to see if it plays out through the rest of it as well. But aside from the high-strung nerves, I'm picking up something just coming in like shockingly fast or happening unexpectedly or way quicker than you had expected. So let's go in on this Four of Pentacles. Interesting. In some cases, I could even say this is somebody nervous about the future too, or how something's going to play out. We're not going to go that way. I'm not going to complicate this message, right? So what's up with this Four of Pentacles? Thank you. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, don't go. It's like, don't go. Don't leave me alone here. This is giving me a very odd feeling. We have the Five of Pentacles under this Four of Pentacles. Like, is someone like afraid of being alone? Like, please don't go. Please don't leave me alone here. I can't handle this on my own. This is giving me very odd feelings, Pisces. Okay, so only take that if it hits. But what I'm picking up here, if that's not you, this is someone that you're connected to that is like very, very nervous about having to face the world on their own. Okay, and I don't mean this just in a romantic sense. You know, if you watch my readings, I don't just do romance. Like I do, you take what hits for you within the reading, whether romance or otherwise. But the Four of Pentacles, that restricted, holding something back, not letting something go, with the Five of Pentacles, the loneliness, the sadness. Sure, this might be somebody that's lonely or holding on to some pain or is their own worst enemy. But the first thing it was making me feel is like, no, please don't go. Please don't make me face this on my own. Please don't leave me alone here, is the type of vibe I'm picking up. So do with that what you will. If it doesn't hit, it's all good. I always say, please feel free to check your other alignments, but this is somebody like really, really nervous of having to do something on their own. We're going to see what's up with the Five of Cups. Then we'll do a recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is the Five of Cups here? I feel like we don't even need to clarify the five. Yeah, Ten of Cups. I mean, the Ten of Swords. I don't know why I said the Ten of Cups. Ten of Swords, harsh pain, endings. I mean, this I was saying since the very beginning, I was feeling Tower, and the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords, even though they're harsh, they fit together, right? These are energies that just go together in a tarot deck. Of course, you're going to be sad if something's recently ended, if you're in a lot of pain, and that shocking vibe is still here. The Ten of Swords is an energy of loss. The Ten of Swords is an energy of endings, and you know I'm an optimistic reader, and I try to keep everything as bright as possible. Can't pull much brightness from the Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, okay? The best advice I would have is, if you are going through an ending, if you are going through some loss, is to process these feelings in a healthy way. There's nothing wrong with feeling these things, okay? If this reading's not hitting for you, I'd say that's a good thing. But if it is, please make sure you process these feelings, whether it's grief, whether it's mourning, whether it's sadness, depression. Process them in a healthy way so they don't linger. That's what I'm feeling here. Okay? I mean, and I know I tell you guys every week that I'm a Pisces rising. This reading's hitting for me. I mean, I know I keep my personal life out of the limelight, but this reading's hitting for me. Okay, the Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, it's a rough and tough type of energy. So let's go through and do a quick little recap. Just make sure you process these feelings, whether this is shock or an ending, whatever it might be. Process them in a healthy way. Okay, I'm not going to expand on that too much. If you watch tarot, you know what these cards are about. Let's go through and do our recap before we get into the shadows. In position number 1, we have the Fool card with the Nine of Swords in the upright. I said it since the jump. This is giving me Tower types of feelings, like something shocking, something fast, something that happened way quicker than you might have expected. Like, whoa, like that was really surprising to me. It could be nervousness, someone being on edge. So beware, these are type of energies that could be floating around. In the center, we have the Four of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Like I said, this is someone that could be like scared and petrified about having to face life on their own. Like, please don't go. Please don't make me do this on my own. This is an odd type of vibe. And on the back end here, we have the Five of Cups with the Ten of Swords in the upright. That's pretty self-explanatory. This could be some sort of ending. And you combine it with the Tower and then the Ten of Swords, a shocking ending possibly is in the cards here. But if you are going through pain, whatever it might be from, whether it's from romance or life itself, make sure you deal with it in, I don't want to say in a positive way, in a healthy way. So please take a screenshot, Pisces. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. Let's see what's in the shadows here for Pisces. My guides, talk to me. What do we got? And yes, my friends, this is how I like to end off every reading. There's nothing wrong with doing a bit of shadow work. I mean, it's usually a nice counterbalance to my usual optimistic style, but we'll see what's here. What's in the shadows for Pisces? When we have a reading like, yeah, we have the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups, with a big old seashell on his head in this deck. So let's put him down here and talk about what this could be about in the shadows. Okay, the shadow side of every card is inverted. So if this isn't representative of yourself and feelings about how you feel about yourself, this could be another water sign. This could even be a father figure that's showing up in the shadows that you might have to deal with some pain over. But when I see the King of Cups, I think of emotional control, right? How someone controls their emotions. So in this time, just know things might be volatile. And we saw it in the spread itself, okay? This could talk about pain in romantic relationships or areas as well. But we think of emotional chaos when we see the King of Cups in the shadows. So just beware of that. That's a big possibility in this time, okay? A little bit of emotional volatility, and I'll just give you that warning, or you could take whatever other archetypes that fit there. So Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit you think is the most positive, whether it's Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.